IVM.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Simplified, a show that explains intense topic from around the world and simplifies it for you so that you can appear cooler in front of your friends.
You're listening to TFG Football.
The day has finally arrived. India will make its debut in the World Cup. That's the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. It starts today, and what a historic moment this is. It's not just for us, it's for the fans, it's for the nation, it's for the Indian football. Siju and Chiranjit joined me via phone call, but at two different places in India. They are at two of the venues in India. One is a hotbed. Great matches happening there. Obviously, India is playing at New Delhi. Chiranjit is there, and Siju is at Kochi. We are getting you something very interesting, something that just shows how passionate the fans are, how pumped up they are. We will get you all the updates from the venues, and we head on to this great moment. I can't stop myself from jumping over here in my seat right now in the studio. I am all alone. Chiranjit and Siju, what is the environment? What is the atmosphere over there?
Delhi में तो ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, but you can feel that the excitement is building up. I spoke to a couple of fans who have already arrived here, and we have fans from all over. So when you see the crowd tonight in Delhi, it's not a Delhi crowd. We have people coming in from Northeast, from Bengal, from Kerala, a big group from Kerala. Like a lot of the Manjappada Delhi wing is from here itself. They're based in Delhi, but a lot of people have traveled from Maharashtra, Bangalore, everywhere. People have just traveled to Delhi, and we're going to see a medley of people from all over the country who will turn up to support India tonight. I cannot be any more excited for this. It's history and it's happening. This morning it hit me. Since 1994, I've been wondering when India will play in the World Cup, and it's under 17. But today we're going to play in the World Cup, so it's surreal almost.
Yeah, Siju, what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, it's crazy even here as well. Like last night, I was at this practice session of Brazil team, and Brazil is playing in Kochi, and everybody's pumped up for it. To see them in action. Also, at the same time, disappointed that they won't be able to watch India live in action, but they're all mentally present in Delhi, and they're all sending their wishes. But the crowd yesterday at the practice session, if a stranger who didn't know what's happening around passed by, they would think it's some match going on, like a proper game going on, and that's how the crowd has turned up to watch the world class team. This practice, but it's been crazy since I've got here and everything. I also got a chance to speak to some of the fans, two members from the Manjappada group who are the fan base for Kerala Blasters team, and two others who are ardent Indian football fans who basically talk about the World Cup and how excited they are. They send in their wishes for Team India, and also at the same time, all geared up to watch Brazil versus Spain, the first match that kickstarts in Kochi.
Yeah, okay. So Siju says that she's in conversation with some great personalities over there, and everybody has got just one thing on their mind, and it's India. No matter which club you've been supporting, all the Indian football fans are united, and we saw the Blue Pilgrims Twitter handle that was recently launched, and that made all the Indian football fans come together and cheer for their own country, and the World Cup is happening at our own home. And Siju, what did you how was the experience? What did you have to talk about with these Manjappada fans, and how do they feel about the World Cup that's happening in India?
Yeah, just like I said, just like I mentioned earlier, they're all pumped up, and they also talk about quite some about what they are planning for. To support, though they are away from Delhi where India is playing, like what all they've planned, like chants or banners for Team India. They also mentioned about their Delhi wing, the Manjappada and Delhi wing, what they are up to and how they are planning to make this a big thing, along with the Blue Pilgrims, of course, being part of them, because tonight it will be about that, right? It won't be about Kerala Blasters or Mohun Bagan or Bengaluru or any other Mumbai team. It will be for India. So there'll be there'll be one united. So they talk about all of that and how good an initiative Blue Pilgrims is. So I think let's hear to two of these guys who are, part of the Manjappada group, Abhishek and Prabhu.
So here we have two of Manjappada fans, not Manjappada fans, group from the group, Abhishek. Okay, there you go, I've got corrected. To be more specific that they are. They're definitely, Manjappada is known to support the Kerala Blasters fans team. But at the moment, everyone is united for one big cause, and that is for the World Cup, the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. So here they've given me some time to talk about that. So Abhishek, starting with you, India is hosting the first ever World Cup. First, did you ever even think that it's going to come?
We are all excited for this World Cup. We are all welcoming it. We are all excited for this World Cup. We are all welcoming it. Big teams like Brazil and Spain is playing here. Also Germany for one match. So we all are excited for that. But apart from that, we are cheering for India. We are cheering for Indian Under-17 team from Kochi, and also our being from Delhi, also cheering from Delhi. And we are doing so much of activities like chants, wicket claps, so much of banners, balloons for cheering our Indian team from Kochi. Even though India is not playing in Kochi, we all will cheer for India. We hope India will lift the cup. Yeah, that's it.
So, Prabhu, what are your thoughts on India hosting a big event like this and playing in it?
When India is hosting the World Cup and FIFA event, it is a huge honor for the national team or any football fans in India. Now, our Under-17 team got the opportunity to play in FIFA and hosting the whole World Cup, Under-17 World Cup in India. So it's a great opportunity for every football fans in India. Especially Manjappada is doing a fantastic job for cheer our team and for Indian football. Especially our Delhi wing is doing a fantastic job. That Delhi is the main final events hosting area. The tickets doesn't sold out. Then our Manjappada team act as sold out. What will say?
They helped
They have
done lots of promotion
like
and after that
posters and all the things in every single shops, and the whole gallery is sold out in one day.
Okay.
Now our Delhi wing is all set for welcoming the India and cheering for them.
Now we also heard the Blue Pilgrims. You must have heard of it. Now, how do you think that as a fan? How do you think that initiative?
That's a good initiative. They include all the local fans like Manjappada, East Bengal fans, West Block Blues and all. So they have done a great job to cheer for India. And mainly they are focusing in Delhi. So they are planning a lot to cheer for India.
If we are separated by the ISL teams or I-League teams, that doesn't matter for Indian team. It will we are all fans will work for single team. That's our India.
Football is in our blood. That's it.
Well, that was the two of the guys from Manjappada who I got a chance to speak to, and they're also volunteers for the FIFA World Cup, which also they talk about. Now, I think two other people I was not able to be in a conversation with them, but they were all happy to talk about this big event that's happening in India. Two of the guys called Subin Michael and Anand Pushparaj. So I think it's time for you to listen to them out.
I'm Subin Michael. I'm from Kerala, and I'm a proud Indian football fan.
Hi, I'm Anand, and I'm from Malappuram in Kerala. So to talk about Under-17 World Cup, I must say I'm happy as any other Indian football fan is right now that we are hosting, a football World Cup.
And finally, it's happening. The FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Still, I can't believe this is happening. I mean, our country is participating in the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. I mean, it's really huge. I don't know how to say, but it's really huge. We are waiting for this to happen from the Alpha, that our international anthem being played in a football World Cup venue, and this is happening right now.
And it's a matter of pride for us, that our country is hosting a football World Cup, and maybe it's a once in a lifetime chance for us to support our Indian team in a World Cup. We don't know when we are going to play in a World Cup in the near time again. We have put an official bid for under 20 World Cup. We don't know we'll ever get that. So it is maybe a once in a lifetime chance for us. I don't know.
Yes, Brazil and Spain will be playing in Kochi. I mean, I don't know how to express my excitement, but this, after the World Cup draw, and I was just checking who all are coming to the Kochi. Then I saw these two giants. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? Nothing gets better than this. And after the draw, everyone gone mad over in Kerala. The bus is there in the street ever since the draw has happened. The tickets were sold out for the opening match weeks before. Now, when we look around, everywhere it's football. Posters, banners all over the street. In radios, in TVs, in social media, everywhere it's football only.
And for our Indian side, I must say we have a pretty decent team right now, and I'm not saying it's a great team compared to other nations, but we do have a decent side. They have put a lot of hard work to it. They deserve some credit for that.
As an Indian football fan, this is all we just wanted. In Kerala, I can surely say that everyone is excited about this big event. Brazil in Kerala. Already in Kerala, there is a huge following for Brazil. Almost every kids in Kerala have at least have one Brazil or Argentina team jerseys with them. That much they are crazy about Brazil. For Spain also, the scenes are same. So just imagine how excitement it will be when Brazil and Spain playing in Kerala. It couldn't get better than this. Literally, I can't wait to go to the stadium and experience everything that take part in the biggest extravaganza of football that ever happened in India.
And for the Blue Pilgrims, I hope you have heard already about it. It's a great initiative, taken by people like Wasim of West Block and others to bring all the fan bases in India together. It was high time that Indian national team had a fan base like that, and it should have happened, like a couple of years before. At least now, we are here. We have made a fan base. I'm really happy that such things have been taken care of, and it was really necessary that such a fan base exists.
So about our team, I'm really confident that our team will definitely going to give a tough fight for the rest of the teams in the group. Unfortunately, we are on one of the toughest group, like USA, Colombia, Ghana, all are mighty ones. But we are also equally talented. Now I've been following them ever since that AFC Under 16 Championship in Goa. That time we were like in a learning curve. Now look at us, how far we came. Now we look like a very much competitive side after all the exposure strips and training we got. All our boys are now used to play in the pressure situation with these sides. So win or loss, it's not important. What important is that the reality that our team will be rubbing shoulders with the best in the world of their ages. Now we know how much we came forward.
And one other thing that I heard today, that only 29,000 are only allowed to enter the stadium at Kochi. Earlier they said that 42K will be allowed, but they have reduced it to 29,000 due to security reasons. I don't know. It's really disappointing for us because wherever there is a football match, there have been a huge support, from the Keralites, and we are expecting everyone was expecting the same at Kochi this time as well, but they have reduced it to 29K. I don't know why, but they have said that it is due to security reasons. I don't know, but it's really disappointing, I must say. But apart from that, we are lucky and we are really excited, and we get to see such some world-class football, here at Kochi, and I'm really excited that it will all happen in the next 24 hours.
The 6 players I'm looking forward to are Dheeraj Singh, our goalkeeper, Sanjeev Stalin, the left back and the dead ball specialist, and Anwar Ali, our defensive wall, our captain Amarjit Singh KM, Aniket Jadhav, and the favorite Komal Tatar. Actually, all the 21 players in the squad are superstars. But still, I'm just looking forward to watch these 6 play. I think our left wing will be very, very interesting to watch with Sanjay Stalin, the left back, and the Komal Tatal in the left wing. So a lot of passing and moves are expected to be happen there. And also our defense look very much impressive, as much as I know. Anwar, Jitendra, Sanjeev and Boris, along with Amarjit, who will be most probably will be playing as a defensive midfielder, I think. So we are now a totally balanced side.
All right, you heard them, and they seem to be very excited, just as any other football fan in India would be. And it was great listening to them, and it just makes you feel, why aren't you there at the venue with India? That's passion. But obviously everybody cannot be everywhere. That's the reason we are at different venues, and we will try to get you as much information from the venues as possible. Alright, definitely we will talk about India's match against USA and the preview about that game. But before that, we will also touch upon the biggest game that Kochi will be witnessing. Brazil will be playing Spain. I am definitely excited to see this game. And Siju, you are up close at the venue at Ground Zero there. What is the excitement for this game? Is it the game to watch for everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially the ones in Kochi, the ones who are here, and whether it's the media personnel or just the fans, they are all pumped up. And just like you heard some of them talk, they said that Kerala is known for their fanatism for Brazil team. The love for the likes of Brazil or Argentina, but here it's only Brazil. So I'm sure it's going to be a huge turnout. It's sold out, and the tickets are sold out for tomorrow's match. And it's going to be one hell of a crazy time. Like I can't wait for it. And tonight will be all the press conferences lined up, but it's going to be one hell of a crazy match. Pick a winner, I'm not sure, but Brazil will be the favorites to take this match.
Yeah. Exactly. Kerala Blasters shirts, Brazil team will come out. They will see a sea of yellow. It's gonna be. I mean, one of the fans, I think, in the clip said that it's gonna be 29,000, which is a shame. But whoever is there, I think 89% of them will be wearing yellow, and that will be a complete. Like they will be expecting this kind of support in their own country. Yeah, it will be a home game for them. There's no way Spain stands up against Brazil tomorrow. No way. We're going to see a domination. I predict a 2-1 win for Brazil here.
Yeah, that's not domination. That's a close game, and I think it will be a close game considering Brazil are up against the European champions, and they will not let go of their chances of topping the group. And
let me break that down for you, Kevin. It's gonna be like a 55 to 60% possession for Brazil. It's gonna be a domination because Brazil will control most of the games, but Spain will create a moment or two, and they will convert one goal. So let's just put it at that. Most of the time, Brazil will be in control, and that's how it will be a domination.
Yeah, and just looking back at that game that we witnessed at the Mumbai Football Arena between Brazil and New Zealand, that warm-up match, that practice match, Brazil are not known to go all out of attack because they try to read the opponent, and that's something that can, something for Spain to be aware of, that just that ball possession and keeping the ball in their own half does not mean they are not ready to attack. They will pounce on every opportunity that they get, and it's going to be a tight game for me.
Yeah, it's also, I think, one other thing is that, like the coaches have mentioned during the press conferences even in Bombay, is that they'll look forward to, and every team will look forward to this, not just Brazil, not to concede. But I think especially Brazil, because keeping in mind that they are one of the top contenders for the World Cup, and they're starting their campaign against super giant from Europe, Spain. So they'll also look forward to that they score, but not let the other team score.
Yes, so that was the preview for the big game at Kochi, and probably one of the biggest matches to be watched at the arena over there. And we will head on to a break right now, and on the other side we've got all about India versus USA, everything from the pre-match press conference and a preview about the game. We'll jump into a small break and be back soon.
We're We're from the Daily Pau, a Bombay-specific food and culture website, and we have a weekly podcast called The Podcast.
That's Pau with an O, not with a V.
Why is it with an O and not with a V when most people spell Pau with a V?
Because it's Pau, not powerful.
And you know some people also spell it with a U.
Like Pau, like feet.
Yeah.
Like Pau Lagu.
Yeah, like Pau Lagu. So weird. To listen to more of us and what we have to say about the city and its culture and its food, listen to the podcast every week on IVM Podcasts.
India will make history, and here is the moment. India will be playing the World Cup. I'm just not able to sink in that feeling that I'm not there, but the excitement is with me. Obviously, not everybody could be there. So Chiranjit is there at New Delhi. Chiranjit, what have we got from the pre-match press conference? What is the mood like over there?
Well, we had the coach detailing the journey that he's had with the team over the last 7 months. Obviously, he was appointed amid a little bit of a unpleasant circumstances that saw him being appointed. But he's here. He's done a great job with the team. The team has been doing a lot of work over the past few months, and this is their culmination. Okay, everything that has been happening over the last 2 years, all the tours, all the traveling, all the time spent away from families, all the hard work, and basically just trying to do that something no other Indian player has ever done before. So, and these are like 16, 17-year-old kids. And finally, they're going to play USA, regular in the world stage, a finalist at CONCACAF. So it's brilliant that they are going through this. The atmosphere is going to be awesome. We're going to have hopefully a full house tonight actually. So when the Indian head coach Luis Norton de Matos was speaking to us, he detailed what his approach will be to the game and what he tells his players to do out there. Because nobody is really expecting the moon out of this team. So let's just hear him out what he's saying about tonight's game.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's a big evening for India to participate for the first time in the competition as a World Cup. I'm very excited, as all the Indian people like football, and with the conscience that we work very well, we work very hard, and the reason to be here is that IFF and the government wants a project for the Indian football. It's the reason they want to play and forced to play a World Cup under 17. And there are no paths of the football in India, and this is the first step and the first moment, the decisive moment for to have following working in the future. And I'm very excited to be part of this process. United States, as Ghana and as also Colombia, are three teams of a big level. And as a coach, I'm preparing very well this game. The players knows very well what they're gonna find tomorrow and when you start the game. But of course, the football is a game that you cannot know what's happened. You prepared everything, all the details. I know all the strongest points of the United States. I know the possibility we have in the small weakness they can have, but always most stronger than us. And we're going to fight for this little possibility. We're going to fight very hard to make something different. We would like to make a history, to write a history for the football, the Indian football. But of course, the players are involved in this process also very well. And tomorrow we will see what is the game, because all the games are different, independent of the quality of the oppositor, and we are prepared to start. And we hope sincerely that tomorrow we can play with 12 players. Our 11 players, not the public. It's very important the public can support the team since the first minute until the last minute. When I signed for this project, I knew that Boris cannot play the first game, do a red card, and we have three different solutions, and we work very, very hard on all these solutions, and tomorrow we start with a player ready to make his job. When you analyze the United States, you compare with the Indian team, almost points of the United States are very strong when you compare with us. But when you watch United States playing, and we watch a lot of games, matches of the United States, of course, their philosophy of attack, offensive philosophy, very important. For me as a coach, I would like to have this variety of solutions that the United States have in attack, with a fantastic player inside, number 9, and Akinola, Wea, and Carlton are players very, very, very strong also. And for us, we're going to play a collective, we're going to play as a unity and try to fight these strongest points of the United States. It's a team very physical, works very, very, very hard, and we know how they play, and we're going to try to make our game. But today, there are information in all the worlds. We play a tournament in Mexico. We play against Colombia, Mexico, and Chile, and they are restricted. The image, of course, they don't know exactly what the team is going to play tomorrow. There are not the same information we have for the official games, for example, that the United States played before. And this is I prefer have a lot of games, international games, and they know how we play. Then is a gap of experience, competitive. We don't play a lot of games, and as I say before in different interviews, the most problem we have is we need to play more. When you start a process in a country like the United States, like Portugal, you have 7 years old, you have competition. School, college, you have competition. And they come in the World Cup with 10 years of competition behind them. And we have not this competition, we have not this experience. But of course there are perhaps some kinds of movement, some kind of our strongest point, perhaps we don't know. But it's difficult that you don't identify our players, because there are a lot of information today. When there are a changement of a coach, there are different philosophies. And the main concerning when I arrive is to put my ideas and the players following these ideas. And this is my first good surprise, is the way the players are focused, the way the players try to make all these ideas. And in a short time, I think in 2 months, the process was correct in the mind of the players. And we made very good games in Europe, for example, and the intensity of the playing, the Indian players in the national team, they are very, very humble, and they want to learn. This is very positive, and is one important thing to build this process, because they used to play more football, more direct, and I try to play football with more consistency with the ball. We try to start the process with our collective organization, with 2 lines, very, very, very important lines, and close, to reduce the space to teams as the United States and Ghana and Colombia. They are very strong in this kind of things. And the process starts with, as an architect with the building, is the structures, start with the defense. And it's very important, if you have success, to have a good defense. But defense is not only the four defender or the goalkeeper. It's all the team is very important. Of course, the most difficult in football and what we look, all the coaches looking is offensive process. It's most difficult and it takes more time. But if you have a good defense, you have a possibility to have a good result. And I think the process, and Amajit is here near me, is not a fast process, but they learn very, very well. And this is one of the things most important in the qualities of the Indian players. The weakness points for me is they can build a lot of possibilities to score. We have a lot of possibilities against teams very strong, as Benfica, Sporting, the national team of Italy. But the problem is a European player or a player more experienced in 3 occasions scores 1 goal. And we need perhaps 7 occasions to score a goal in the same conditions. But this is a long process, starts in the grassroots. And it's not possible to correct or to learn very fast. But it's something in future, if you have more time to work, of course, something can happen easier. But these are the points. The intensity, focus, quality in defensive, they are very, very good. They improve a lot, very well. They make a lot of progress. And I think the team, after the changement, now they understand very well. But now we're going to prove if it's enough to win a game, if it's enough to make a draw with this kind of level, we don't know. But we're going to fight for have success. I try very hard also in the mental coaching, keep out the pressure of the players. I think it's a moment that they never forget in his life in the future, and they must enjoy this moment. Every inch of the games they must enjoy every tackling, every moment, the stadium, the people, all this ambience they feel. They felt near the players. My advice is to come in the game and play football, play football, and concentration. Don't lose the heads. If there are if we have an interview, we must still continue with our process of the organization. It's not at the end of the world if they give everything. If they give 100%, and I'm sure every player tomorrow will play 100%. At the end, we must be proud of this will to win, this will to make proud the Indian people. And I'm very happy the players are very confident, and they must play and to try transfer beautiful things they do made before in the games, in the training, to transfer to the game against the United States. And you need always to have each game every story. The goal you miss, the goal you score, the penalty, the red card, and try to be competent, try to be intelligent of the game, and don't lose easily the concentration. This is our main focus for tomorrow, and I think if we keep this discipline, we can make a good game.
All right, you heard the coach of the Indian national team, and he seems to be pretty confident. That is the attitude that needs to be taken in the game, and I'm sure that the boys are also of the same attitude. And on that note, Siju, what do you think about this game?
Crazy, right? I mean, whoever thought that? At least everyone hopes for it. But they didn't. But nobody realized that, growing up as a football fan, okay, you want to see your country at the World Cup, and finally it's here. Just chuck all the other things aside, and it's happening. Like India is playing the first match, their campaign in the World Cup, and it's happening right here. So it's crazy how things are going and playing USA. I don't know what are the results going to be. We should be able to put up a good fight, a decent fight. Even if it's a loss, we should be, keep our heads high, not get out of this pitch saying, hey, we lost the route and stuff like that. But again, it's crazy, right? And absolutely, I mean, I'm just excited, and I'm just like I mentioned before the break. I was saying today there are a lot of in Kochi there are like press conferences lined up, and also practice matches because tomorrow is a game here. But I'm gonna try and make it by 8 back to my hotel and watch the match and cheer for the Blues from home, from here in Kochi. So I just can't wait for this game.
Right.
I mean, it's a bit of a worried situation because United States, the national under-17 national team has played about 12 matches, official matches, including friendlies and other competitions in 2017. I'm just talking about 2017 here. Okay, 12 matches, 10 wins, 10 victories, including against teams like Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, Cuba, Russia, Hungary. These are the kind of teams that United States have beaten. The only team that has beaten them outright so far is Japan. Even Mexico beat them in penalties at the CONCACAF finals. Just look at India's record in 2017. 2 wins total against national teams. Okay, I'm not talking about like unofficial games or the fourth or fifth choice national team or quote unquote national team or club teams or something like that. These are official matches. India have only beaten Belarus. That was in Granatkin Cup. And then India got the other win against Mauritius. Neither Belarus nor Mauritius are here. Okay? And India's best result, though, the one that you are actually, that will give us hope is that India got a draw against Chile in Mexico. Okay? So, yeah. So, it's a bit of a mixed message. I don't really think anybody will expect India to get a draw here. If India get a draw tonight, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, man. I'll probably run all the way from Delhi to Goa or something like that. Something crazy. Because I
hope that happens.
Right.
I hope that happens, and not for the side of seeing you run, but for the side of seeing all the Indians in the stadium jump. Just to throw in a few numbers, the coach of the USA team, John Hackworth, has been in charge of 3 World Cups. That means 6 years. This happens twice, once in 2 years. That means he knows his team in and out, and he's produced some great talent under him. And a couple of players to watch out here. Josh Sargent, he's played the Under-20 World Cup this year, Under-20 World Cup, and he will be playing in the same calendar year, the Under-17 World Cup. And not just that, in the tournament that he played in, he won the silver boot. Now, this is something to be wary about, that these guys are coming in with 6 strikers. India has got 2 designated strikers, and the last head-to-head meeting between these 2 teams, that's India and USA, India did play the AIFF Youth Cup where India lost 4-0. And USA obviously went on to enter the finals. And this is some troubling numbers, obviously. Just to add some good news, that will be get some Indians smiling. USA have not got total dominance over host countries in the World Cup. That is something that should cheer some of us at least. And not to say that we are under a lot of pressure, but hope to see the best out of the Indian team.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I don't think India will be fully dominated. There will be moments for India. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we score a goal. Okay, some pressure from the left, from the middle. Then we run up the left wing, use the speed, get maybe possibly get a good cross in, and the 2 strikers that we will be using will be marked. Then maybe one of the midfielders gets a goal in. Something like that I can envision. So. I hope we score a goal and we don't lose by more than 1 goal. Because it would be actually a really good result if we score 1 goal and concede 2 or just somehow get a draw, man. I just can't get the word draw out of my mind right now. It would be so awesome if that happens.
Yeah. What makes it difficult for India and especially considering it's their first World Cup is this team was assembled like some 2 odd years ago, but it's been shortening and filtered to arrive at the final 21. But USA and other countries have played with most of the team for a very long time, so that gives them more understanding and the edge over other countries because they already know each other's game so well.
I think it's also, honestly for me, I'm yet to get familiarized with all the players that our squad has, and I think tonight it starts with the match starting with USA will be even for the fans to look for their future stars and their big idols, so we'll have some more names than the names that we already have right now.
Yeah.
So I think even that as fans is our duty to take these guys ahead, and just like the whole idea behind the reason why Blue Pilgrims was initiated is because of that. So let's start with this and let's get familiarized with these boys, with this 21-member squad, and then just take them ahead and make them feel good about how it is to be played in front of a big crowd and take all the pressure and still play and still give a good fight.
All right,
Absolutely.
all right, great. That excitement is just coming out from all sides. And predictions quickly. Chiranjit, what are your predictions for the game?
Hopefully with lots of hand over my heart and all of that stuff, praying, etc. 2-1 to USA.
2-1. 2-1 wouldn't actually be a very bad result for India.
It won't be. It actually leaves us open to a third place.
Yeah.
Because if we can get a 2-1 result against USA, we can get a win against Colombia. It's possible. It just brings the conversation within the realm of it can happen. So yeah.
Yeah. Siju?
Well, I'm not giving any prediction. I just want India to score. I want them to score. This is not me acting as the person who has supposed to give prediction, but as a fan inside me, I want us to score. It's the first game of the World Cup. Let's start with a bang. Win or lose, give me a goal.
Yeah. See, the Indian inside me wants obviously the host country to win, and but all the facts in front of me, it just makes it very difficult for me. I do not see anything less than a 3-1 or a 4-1 victory for USA. But that one goal, I have a feeling, will be scored by Stalin. A free kick or a moment that just makes him as good as a defender, at that dead ball specialist as he is. And I hope he scores tonight.
And tomorrow there will be a big headline in the newspapers. Stalin scores against USA. Yeah.
All right. So that was it for the historic moment that we will be witnessing tonight, that India will be playing in their first ever FIFA World Cup. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions, and what you thought about the previews of the 2 games that we've got. And as a fan, where will you be heading, and what is your expectation from this India team? So till another episode, guys, and another week, we will get you all the updates. Do follow us on @TFG Football. Chiranjit and Siju are also available on Twitter. Chiranjit Oja is his Twitter handle. Siju Matthew 94 is Siju's handle. Boza_Kevin is my handle. And we will get you all updates from different venues that we are up at. And thefangarage.com is where you need to head to catch all the reports and all the updates of the World Cup. See you guys in another fresh week next week.
That was Tantrik Steve from Hansraj College, Delhi, performing at IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo. Just like them, there's a lot of new talent and art coming out of colleges all across India, but unfortunately most of this goes completely unnoticed or ignored. To fix this, we started atkt.in. Hi, I'm Ankur, I'm a musician and a rapper, and I found that one of the best things about being an artist myself is finding new talent. through atkt.in. Tanya, my colleague who's a dancer, and our whole team really is putting all of our efforts into discovering and promoting all the coolest talent that's coming out of colleges all across India. And this goes up on our website, our social media, TV, radio, and now, of course, this podcast with IVM. Make sure you go to our website, support the talent with your likes, your shares, your comments. All of that really matters. Go ahead, check it out. atkt.in.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी।
बोलिए मैडम।
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, ड्रिंक्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर सकरबर्ग है और द फैन गराज है। आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम। आप जाओ ivmpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे।